All right. Today, we got a new welding machine. Should probably explain why we got a new welding machine. The reason is we're doing a job and there's a bunch of door frames. I have a Multimatic 200 that's good. I was going to buy that. And I bought that, I think in 2020 for $2,500, I think, about that. And I went to go get another one and they're now $3,600, and that's just more than I wanted to pay. We're limited on funds. I can't help but to get a good deal. And this wasn't a bad deal. I paid, I think this was $1,300. About plus tax. I haven't seen it. They didn't have a display model out, which isn't a big deal. It is what it is, and we're about to find out what it's like. Here we go. Oops. Instructions. I know I didn't say it's a Esab EMP 110 is what we got, which is the multi-process. I'd probably say I do this a lot. I needed a machine, so I go on the internet and I look at what's available. Of course, I start at I look at what I'm doing, which is simply welding up door frames that the electricians cut out pieces of these door frames to run their wires, so we just got to patch metal back in, basically. So I look at that and then I say, okay, what machine would I like for that? And I got that Multimatic that one of the guys are using at the moment. That's working well. They make a Miller makes a Multimatic 220, which takes aluminum as well. I liked that, but that was $4,100. So then I said, okay, the Multimatic 200, that's what I'll get. Well, that's $3,600 now, as opposed to $2,500 when I bought it. And then I said, okay, the Miller 215. That's $2,200 about. It's multi-process. That'll work fine. So that's what I went to go get. Then I get there and then I started looking around. They had these Esabs there. They had Lincoln. They had the Esab, whatever. And then I started really thinking about it. This was $1,300. The Miller was $2,100. There's probably a reason. I think I'll probably go over those shortly. But they had the Esab EM 210 for $1,099. I was like, you know what? That probably worked just fine for what I'm doing, because I'm only MIG welding. I'm not even using gas, I'm just using flux core. O30 flux core. This is not anything extravagant. Let's find out what we got. Kind of heavy. One thing, this is the first time I've seen this, by the way. I've never seen one in person. The one thing I was worried about is the weight, and let's find out if it's heavy. Not bad. It's not that heavy. I did tell them, I said I need something durable because I'm pretty tough on stuff. That's kind of nice, actually, the way that is. What is that? That's for ground. All right. I guess let's plug it in and see. Before we plug it in, just look at the quality of it. My thing about welders is they're all about the same. They all weld about the same. For what I do, they all weld about the same, honestly. What matters to me is the quality of it, like the durability, which it looks okay. The plastic's pretty, it looks like decent plastic. So this is metal, it's just thin, you know, tin metal, probably like most others. 11-pound spool you can put on it. It's got the settings or the parameter. Just simple. That's made out of bent metal. I feel like that could be better, but I'm sure it'll work. I don't know, for the price it'll be okay. On the back we have a decent sized cord with your 220 plug, on off switch, 120, 230, then you got that for your gas. But overall, plastic there. That looks like, it looks like decent plastic. We'll find out. I'll do like a 6 month, because this machine will work every day for 6 months. So I'll do like a 6 month review on it, see how it held up for like, you know, mildly heavy construction use. So I'll do that later on. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it together, see what it's like. Okay. MIG gun. It's a Tweeko gun. Good quality gun. Not bad. Decent length. It's like, what was that, 8 to 10 foot about. That's not bad. Fusion 180. Should be easy to find consumables. That's not an issue. One issue I do, it's not an issue, it's just something I don't like to put the MIG gun in. Not a big deal. The only way to keep it there is this little screw there. I'm just not a big fan of that. I think that could have been a little bit more thought out. I don't know, it's my opinion. One thing I do like about this machine over the Multimatic 200 is it's got the bigger style Tweeko connections. On my Multimatic, it has, I don't know what the size is called or anything like that, but it is a smaller connection. Just something I noticed, something I like about it over the Multimatic. It's a decent ground clamp. I don't ever get excited about ground clamps. All right, so yeah, I tried it out. I played around and ran some flex core on a little piece of pipe I had. It works as expected. I'm not gonna go into like a whole welding video because it welds just like any other machine. Things I like about it, the price. 2, it seems fairly durable. It looks like I can throw this in a toolbox and be reasonably okay. Shouldn't be any issues. Things I don't like this. I don't love that. It's not that big of a deal. I don't not like anything about it. I don't know, a couple of things. I will say it's not, if you're gonna compare it to the Multimatic 200, which is not what this is supposed to compare it to, it's obviously not like that. The Miller is probably gonna be a little bit better quality. This is a more bare bones machine. When you kick it on, fan stays on constantly. It kicks off at first, but it stays on constantly. I guess they just don't have that built into their circuit board, or they don't have that technology in it, or whatever. Just bare bones, really. It's just a bare bones welding machine, which is all I needed. It's gonna be fairly durable for me. It's gonna do what I need to do, and wire feed there, voltage there. On 110 it goes up to 20 volts. And it goes down to 12, I guess. You got your stick, or your MIG, your stick. Let's see what that does. 68 at the bottom. What the heck? Oh, sorry, that's volts. Okay, so amps. That's not right. Hold on. That can't be correct. TIG welding. Up to 90 volts. 90 amps. Hold on. Alright, so I guess MIG welding, you got 12 volts to 20 volts, which is fine for what we're doing. We got good wire feed. This is 110. I'm gonna be running this on 110 out on this site because I can't really get my truck close enough to anything I'm doing, or most of what I'm doing, and 110 is all they have on site. Stick welding, you know, I thought they would have gave me more than 70 amps on 110. I believe, I don't know what my Multimatic 200 does, but I know it's more than 70. So not very good for stick welding on 110. I don't know what you're gonna do with 70 amps. TIG welding, 90 is all you get there. I mean, I would like to see a little more than 90 on TIG welding. Most of what I'm gonna do is gonna be 110, 120. So that's not very good on 110. Probably not gonna TIG weld too much with it either. That's why I wanted the EM, the MIG only on this, because, well, actually I didn't know that, but I guess it is what it is. But hope this helps somebody. Kind of wish I bought the Miller now. But for the price, you know, it's about, you know, it's a multi-process machine for $1,300 plus tax, you know, I don't know, $1,400 basically. The Miller was $2,100, $2,115 I think, plus tax, so, you know, it's $800 price difference, $700-800. So hope you guys were, hope that helped somebody out there. So anyways, that's it. Is it a nice machine? Yeah, it looks decent. Is it everything I wish it was? No, it's definitely not. Will it work? Probably. Yeah, for sure. It is what it is. That's all.